Hi friends! Today we are going to be working on some rhymes and we're going to be working on rhyming sounds. So I have a book ready to go and we are going to be picking out some of the rhymes and getting a little bit more practice in with this really fun book. I'm very excited to read it today and we just got to make sure we turn on our rhyming ears so that we can listen and hear all the rhyming sounds, okay? Alrighty. So this is the book that we're going to be reading today. The title is Catalina, Magdalena, Hoopensteiner, Wallendiner, Hogan, Logan, Bogan was her name by Ted Arnold. He wrote the book and he also illustrated the book, meaning he drew all of the pictures. So this book is going to be about this little girl who was born, and her name is, it's really long, Catalina, Magdalena, Hoopensteiner, Wallendiner, Hogan, Logan, Bogan was her name, right? Wow. So I know you can't really see because she's pictured right here, but maybe in the top, Catalina, Magdalena. Do you hear a rhyme? Turn on your rhyming ears. Make sure you can hear your rhyming sounds. Catalina, Magdalena. The M's rhyme, right? Lena, Lena. Catalina, Magdalena. Let's get started. First, we have this picture. And this picture is right, it looks like it's right after she was born. And they put her in this little crib with all the other babies in the hospital. And it looks like her dad is taking a bunch of pictures of her and has all these different cameras to take pictures of her. And you can't really see on camera, but it says Catalina, Magdalena, Hoopensteiner, Wallendiner, Hogan, Logan, Bogan on her little crib name right there. Alright, so she was just born. That's her sleeping. Look, her dad's taking a picture of her again. She had a funny name, but she wasn't much to blame. Her mother gave it to her just the same. Do we hear rhymes? I hear a rhyme. Is your rhyming ears on? Make sure they're turned up all the way. I hear the rhyme. I would say blame and same, right? They have the same endings. Catalina, Magdalena, Hoopensteiner, Wallendiner, Hogan, Logan, Bogan was her name. And I hear that name also rhymes with blame and same. Picture, it looks like she may be with her grandparents. What is her dad doing? Taking a picture of her again. Well, she had two peculiar hairs on her head. One was black and one was red. I hear the rhyme. Do you hear the rhyme? I hear it. Head and red. Catalina, Magdalena, Hoopensteiner, Wallendiner, Hogan, Logan, Bogan was her name. She had two eyes that were quite a sight. One looked left and the other looked right. I hear the rhyme. Do you hear the rhyme? Sight and right. Good job. Catalina, Magdalena, Hoopensteiner, Wallendiner, Hogan, Logan, Bogan was her name. And it looks like she's going to school. Right? Maybe it was her first day at school. She had two holes in the bottom of her nose, one for her fingers and one for her toes. What's the rhyme? I hear the rhyme. My rhyming ears have picked up a rhyme. Nose and toes. Catalina, Magdalena, Hoopensteiner, Wallendiner, Hogan, Logan, Bogan was her name. She had 2 teeth inside of her mouth. One went north, and the other went south. Right? What rhymes there? We have mouth and south. Catalina, Magdalena, Hoopensteiner, Wallendiner, Hogan, Logan, Bogan was her name. And it looks like she might have just left the dentist. Right? We all go to the dentist sometimes. It's not my favorite place, but some people like to go to the dentist. She had 2 arms that flopped all around. When she walked, they would drag on the ground. I hear the rhyme, around and ground, right? Catalina, Magdalena, Hoopensteiner, Wallendiner, Hogan, Logan, Bogan was her name. And it looks like she's cheerleading in high school. She had 2 feet that were wide and flat, each one bigger than a bathroom mat. I hear the rhyme. Do you hear the rhyme? Flat and mat. Good job. And it looks like she's trying to dance. Right? Look. She's going dancing. Catalina, Magdalena, Hoopensteiner, Wallendiner, Hogan, Logan, Bogan was her name. She had 1 brain inside of her head. What it thought is what she said. I hear the rhyme. What's the rhyme? She had 1 brain inside of her head. What it thought is what she said. Catalina, Magdalena, Hoopensteiner, Wallendiner, Hogan, Logan, Bogan was her name. It looks like she might have just graduated high school. Wow. This may be where she works. Some folks say her breath smells sweet, but me, I'd rather smell her feet. You hear the rhyme? Smell sweet. Smell her feet. Catalina, Magdalena, Hoopensteiner, Wallendiner, Hogan, Logan, Bogan was her name. It looks like she's getting married, right? If rain makes flowers sweet and clean, there ought to be a downpour on Magdalene. Oh! What are they going to do? Do you think they're going to be upset? Or are they going to be happy? What do you think? Make your prediction. I think they may be upset because it's raining on their wedding day and they're outside. They're going to get all wet. Oh! Look! They look all happy and they're dancing in the rain. Even the pets are dancing in the rain. Catalina, Magdalena, Hoopensteiner, Wallendiner, Hogan, Logan, Bogan, Smith was her name. After all that, she ends her name now with Smith. Smith. Does Smith rhyme with anything else in her name? I'll read it one more time. Catalina, Magdalena, Hoopensteiner, Wallendiner, Hogan, Logan, Bogan, Smith. Your rhyming ears turned on? I don't hear a rhyme with Smith. I don't hear a rhyme with Smith. The other parts of her name rhyme, right? But not Smith. No, they left. Just married. And then it's a final picture. of her, and it looks like they had their own kid. I wonder what they're gonna name her. Huh, what a fun time, right? I learned a lot of new rhymes. I'm trying to think of some rhymes now. Nose and the little things at the end of your feet. Toes, right? Nose and toes. I remember sight and right? Sight and right. What else do I remember? I remember head and head had two rhymes. Head and red, like the color red, and also head and said, right? And there was a bunch of other rhymes in here that we can go over more. So right now we're going to go do an activity and we're going to write our own words and we're going to listen to those sounds and try to come up with a rhyming sound with another word. With the word. All right. Okay. Great. Off to your desks.